Roll Tide and welcome back to Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Roger Hoover, pleased to be with you at the LLH Healthcare Advantage Center. Pleased to be joined by Germie Bernard, Crimson Tide wide receiver, ready to go for 2025. And Germie, Roll Tide, man, how's this offseason been as you get ready for the year?
It's been a great offseason for us, as a team, just building that team camaraderie that we needed from last year. I feel like that's something that we lacked, and going into this year, it's been preached a lot. Just team togetherness, and our motto is unbreakable. So we've been through a lot as a team this offseason, and like we're at a stage now. It's like, all right, we got the bond that we needed, and now we're physically and mentally and emotionally there. So I'm just excited for this upcoming season, and what we're gonna be able to showcase.
You just excited to getting to be in the same place back-to-back years? I mean, you've been at Michigan State, Washington, now Alabama. Just what's it like? Not everything's so new this year as opposed to last year.
So yeah, I mean, it's just like, obviously moving around a lot, and not being able to like interact with fans how you want to, and allow people to get to know you, like who you are outside of just football. During this off season, I was able to build a lot of relationships outside of football, do a lot of things in the community. So that's kind of been my main focus, is just letting people know who I am outside of my football show, because football is just is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So who I am is more important, than what I do on the football field. So I just wanted to be able to showcase that, and being here second year has allowed me to do that. So it's been really exciting.
What were some of the things you enjoyed most in the community?
I mean, honestly, just having an impact. Like, I was able to help Haha out with an event he did in Birmingham, and it was at a shoe palace or shoe station. At the shoe station, it was at shoe station, and just be able to go out there and share my testimony and have an impact to those kids and their families, sign autographs, take pictures. Like, it was really a blessing, and just to see how he runs his foundation and stuff like that is something that I'm trying to get into. So just for him to be able to give me the opportunity was a blessing.
Some of the football camps as well, your teammates did. Were you able to go to those?
No, but I mean, I was able to just see how everything they're doing. Like, it's huge, for to give back. Like I said, it's bigger than just us, and giving back is something that we're blessed to do, because the Lord has been able to bless us with all these things, and giving back is something that he wants us to do. So I'm glad that everybody's able to do that.
Saw some great things from you on the football field last year in 2024. Where are some areas of your game you feel like you've taken a step forward getting ready for this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so when you're growing within football, in the game of football, and you're getting close to the next level, you start finding the small details you need to work on with the game. So just like different like route things, finding new ways to get open, and just being really technical. That's something that I focus on. But a big thing that I really focus on was being a more vocal leader. The coaches had challenged me that during this off season, and I've always been a guy that wants to lead by example, but a true leader leads with his voice as well. And so that's something I've been working on.
What does that really look like? Is that a lot in just kind of the film study, kind of making sure you let your fellow wide receivers know what you're seeing on tape, or just different things you see in the locker room? How do you feel like you've stepped up as a vocal leader?
Yeah, I mean, as a vocal leader, I just feel like um, building relationships is the biggest thing, because everybody is not coachable, the same. So you have to find ways to be able to coach guys, and building those relationships off the field. It gives you the insight on how to coach guys, on how to approach guys, and you're able to lead them better, because they're more willing to listen to you. So I mean, just building those relationships and understanding who I'm talking to, and getting to know my teammates.
You know how tough the transition can be from going from high school football to being a freshman player in big time college football. What was it like for you to watch your teammate Ryan Williams make that transition, make some big plays early last year?
I mean, I feel like when you're that young, and you come in, and you start off hot, um, that can really get to you. But I don't think that was something that got to him, and I was just really proud to see how he handled everything, and how he is handling everything right now, and how he's staying focused, throughout all the you know attention that he's getting, that can really deter someone from, staying focused and stuff like that. But he's been able to stay focused through all of that, and it just goes to show that the community he has around him, has played a big part in how he's going about things. So, I'm just going to continue to support him, and whatever he needs from me, I'll be there.
You guys looking at Jalen Hale, Rico Scott, Cole Adams, some returners from a year ago, but you get to welcome in some newcomers, Isaiah Horton, Latsier Brooks. What do they add to the wide receiver room?
It just adds another element of being explosive to our room. Like, we got a lot of fast guys, a lot of guys that can make plays with the ball in their hands, make contested catches, make catches down the field vertical. So I mean, I just feel like we just added depth to our room. Like, we already had guys that can make plays, but now we have more depth, and we have trust in those guys to be able to go in and make those plays. So I'm excited for each and every one of those guys to have their opportunity during the season, and just to be able to see what they do, because I mean they've worked so hard for that opportunity.
Speaking of working hard, how about Jalen Hale? I mean, scary situation with his injury. You got to see that, all the work he's done to get back and healthy for this season. How special is that journey?
It's really, really special. You talk about a guy being resilient, a guy that went through a lot emotionally, but now he's back at the point where he's better than where he was, and he has more strength, and his speed is better. Like, just to see that, man, you just see like how God works through you. You know what I mean? Like, and just for him to stay consistent within the work. I know he went through a lot of dark times during that period of not being able to play football. Like, I mean, he loves the game of football, and so for that, to be able to for God to take that away from him, but for him to continue to stay faith driven, and rely on his faith, and just continue to stay level headed throughout that process, it's showing up in big ways. And Jalen Hill is a guy that's going to have an impact to this team, and I'm just really, really blessed to be beside him, and really, really blessed to see how God has worked within his life, and I'm excited to see all the fruits that he's going to reap.
You got to see firsthand how Ryan Grubb was a great and elite offensive coordinator at Washington when you were all there in 2023. What's it like to be reunited with him? What kind of offense does he like to run?
That's my guy, man. I love Grubb. He's always intense. He's a very diligent guy. He hones in on the details, and so I mean, I answer this question a lot. Like, the system isn't really changing a whole lot, but like, since he went to the NFL and came here, he's brought an offensive system here. So it's not so like it's not really like a college playbook to like the full extent. It's more it's all combined together. You know what I'm saying? So it gives us as an offense an opportunity to see how we're gonna conduct things on the next level, and how things are ran. And then just, I mean, he's an aggressive OC, and he makes opportunity for the guys to make plays, and we have a lot of them. So I'm just really excited to see how explosive our offense is going to be.
You reunited with him once again, Coach Shep leading these wide receivers. I mean, how does he keep things fresh for you guys through what can kind of be some long, tedious times during either preseason camp or the season? But how does he keep you all motivated day in, day out?
So right now we're going through the Book of Job with Coach Shep. So like, just for him to have the foundation set on, Christ is something that's big for our room. We know that it's not us, and we know that God has given us this opportunity, and he has blessed us to play the game of football. So every time we step out there, he reminds us that, like, give God glory of like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it can all be taken away from you. And like, we have to realize that everything that we have and everything that we do is to show the world God's glory. So, and he brings that energy every single day. He reminds us of that. He reminds us of like how good of a player that we are, how good of men that we're growing into be. So, I mean, I just really love the relationship Coach Shep has built with each and every one of us, and he has brought our room together a whole lot. And, it's really a brotherhood. So I'm really thankful for Coach Shep.
We're hearing a lot of good things about Alabama's wide receivers, and a lot of the big reason why we're hearing some good things, you're getting some good quarterback play in preseason camp from Ty Simpson, Austin Mack, and Keelan Russell. What are you seeing from those three different guys as they get ready for this season?
I just think they all stay consistent, and they all put in the work to grow. They're here early in the morning. They're watching film. They're staying late, meeting with coaches, and like you see it when you go out there on the field, and it's really exciting to see all of your QBs have that same work ethic, and not like get jealous of or envious of what another guy is doing. Like they all cheer each other on. So it's been really great to see those guys work.
Really good competition leading into the season. Once again, big home games coming up at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What do you love the most about this atmosphere and getting to be a part of it? I think we talked in this room before you had gotten to play a game here, but now that you've had a full season under your belt, what do you like most about this place?
It's just the support that they bring, and like the energy that they bring is different than like the other places that I have been. Like obviously, college football games are always they're gonna be hyped up and turned, but Brian Denny, they bring the energy every single game, no matter if it's a big game or a small game. And that's what I really appreciate because, sometimes when you do play those small games, not having that crowd behind you can kind of like impact your energy in the game a little bit. So I'm just glad that they bring that energy every single game. And it's really electrifying. And I know some of those games that this year that we're going to be able to play, like the Tennessee games and the Vanderbilt games, like, I'm excited for those games because I know they're going to bring a whole lot of energy.
And do you like, too, going on the road and being kind of the villain? I mean, everybody's biggest game of the year is Alabama. You know that.
Yeah. We know we are going to get everybody's best because, script A, it means a lot around the world, honestly. So we know everybody's going to bring their best. And Coach Ballou always says, like, we gonna go on away games and we're going to empty out the stadium. Like that's our mindset going into those games. And it is really exciting to be able to go into those stadiums and empty it out and just see the fans like at awe of what happened. So it's really dope to me.
That's definitely cool to see, and something we don't always get to see. Every now and then we'll see a clip on social media that Alabama football will put out or a documentary here and there. But how about Coach DeBoer in the locker room? What kind of motivator is he both pregame and at halftime?
Coach DeBoer, he always stays the same. He never fluctuates. Like he's never high or too low. He's just always steadfast, and that really helps us because like he always just says like, go out there and bring your best. Like that's all he wants from us is to bring our best each and every day, each and every game. Like he really has a want to know mindset. So like he doesn't really let like the negative plays affect us. He always be like, the most important play is the next one. So he kind of just reminds us that and keep us in the right head frame. And even if we're up, what I'm saying, he helps us stay focused, and if we're down, he helps us stay focused. So like he's just always supporting. He's just supporting of his guys.
Want to know mindset? We love to see it all throughout this year. Germie Bernard, thank you for the time you've given us here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Best of luck with everything this season. Roll Tide. Thank you.
Roll Tide. I appreciate you.